Hi everyone, back to the grind. Here we go. Yeah. So for those of you who are just joining in, we're doing the HSK 7 through 9 vocabulary. I'm doing the updated version. I do not know. Like there's two versions, the 2021 version, 2025 version, and I simply do not know which is relevant for the exam. They haven't said. Yeah, there's 5,600 words, or at least vocabulary items. We'll just grab a few. Give it to ChatGPT. Okay, back to the grind. Let's. Can I get sample sentences for these? Yeah, so I'm finding maybe about 50% I know. Another 30% on top of that is kind of, oh, I vaguely have an idea, but maybe just a few mistakes or misunderstandings and so on. And maybe 20%, maybe even less than that, I have no idea. I'm not encountering any new characters. The characters I know, but not some of the words I don't know. Yeah. So thus far, I had an average of 77 words per video, and the video is about 2 hours long. Yeah, I need to pick up the pace if I'm ever going to finish 5,600 items this way. All right, 重量级. I don't know, heavy quantity grade. 这场比赛吸引了许多重量级选手. Is it like top notch or something like this? Heavyweight class. Ah, okay, that makes sense actually. Heavyweight class. Okay, so heavyweight class like in boxing or something, but it has an extended meaning wherein it just refers to someone important or influential. Yeah, 重量 is in the dictionary, but not 重量级. 重量 is 物体所受地引力的大小. All right, so 重量 is, well, it's weight, right? That's a fancy way of defining weight. The magnitude of the influence of gravity, etc., etc. Okay, so like literally weight class, 重量级. Okay, 肿瘤. 肿瘤 can be tumor, but it's more like a bowl, a spherical growth. I don't know, or just tumor. All right, it is just tumor. 医生在检查中发现了一个肿瘤. It might be a tumor. It's not a tumor. It might be a 肿瘤. It's not a 肿瘤. Yeah, you have 良性肿瘤 and 恶性肿瘤, benign and malignant tumors. And I think 恶性肿瘤 is literally the definition of cancer, right? That's my understanding. So just malignant tumor equals cancer. It's like the definition, right? That's my understanding. I don't know. Go ask a doctor. All right. That one is fine. I know this one. Okay. Yeah, 肿 by itself. 肿 by itself is a verb. Actually, let's look into this. 有到. 肿. Yeah. So swell to be. Yeah, 肿了,肿了起来. So it got 灼了. Oh, okay, wow. I was studying this character the other day. 灼. The first tone 灼 meaning to sting. I was wondering, oh, will I see this? Yeah, because you can use other words like ding, but my understanding is ding is for like mosquitoes. So if a mosquito bites you, 蚊子叮你的, 蚊子叮你了, 狗咬你了. But if it's a poisonous sting, you should use 灼, this one. You sting, but with poison. Yeah. Yeah, 肿了. So 肿了 is a verb in itself. I guess 流 is the noun. Is it a separable verb? Yeah, 肿流. Can you say 肿了流? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Yeah, by the thing, it looks of things probably not. 肿瘤了. So, oh, this is a noun. Yeah, no, I know it's a noun. I know it's a noun. So, okay, but 种 is a verb, 种流. So maybe it's like 种的流, right? Or something like that. Maybe we should interpret it like that. Yeah, 流 by itself means tumor. Okay, so 种流maybe it's best to just interpret that as a two-character version of 流. All right, where were we? 重任 is like important task or something like this. Heavy responsibility. Okay. 这次任务交给你是一项重任. Yeah. I think that's fine. Let's continue. 终生. Yeah, this is your whole life. 终 can sometimes mean the end, but sometimes it can mean the whole course. So 终生 is your whole life, right? Often you say 终身后果. Let's see. 他把这份事业当做终身的追求. Yeah, so he's going to pursue some unspecified mission for the rest of his life. Yeah. And 终身后果. 终身 Oh no, 终身后果. Isn't it 后果? Not 后果. Maybe it's 后悔. So I said the wrong thing then. 后悔. Am I wrong? Or is it a different collocation? I've been known to be wrong from time to time. I don't know. 后半生? Oh, maybe it's like, is it? Oh, it's a very common collocation. Is it here? Okay. No, no, no. All right, I forget now. 后悔,后悔不已,后悔. Is it not 终身后悔? Am I wrong? 后悔. Maybe there's another word here. What if I put in something 身后悔? 完身后悔. Is it this one? 完身后悔. No, this is 文完. 文完身. No, this is to tattoo your body. It is a verb. No, all right. Let's move on with life. 终身, your whole life. All right. 忠实. Okay, so 忠 is loyal, 实 is like dependable or loyal. It's probably going to be an adjective describing a loyal or dependable friend or like a pet, something like this. Faithful. Okay. 这是一个忠实的朋友，从未背叛过我 never backstab me. And what things can be 忠实 what 忠实支持 supporters, loyal readers. Yeah. All right. Thank you to my loyal subscribers, etc., etc. My 忠实的 subscribers. 中途, yeah, this is like mid-road. So 中途, maybe you want to rest if you're traveling, or it can also be figuratively. Often, like roads are used as a metaphor for, I don't know, projects and things like this. 中途 midway, yeah. 我们中途停下来休息了一会儿。中心, yeah. So this is kind of like this one, right? This one, 中心. Kind of loyal, faithful again. I don't know. What did it say? Oh, okay. So it's turning it into a noun, but this one. 他对国家一直忠心耿耿, loyal and devoted. Kind of functioning as an adjective. Anyway, you see this character, and it kind of means loyal, etc. This one, 中心, is the same pronunciation. And there's also the other one as well, right? The obvious one. 中心. Oh. 中心 center. So there's three of them. 中心. This is also 中心, and this is 中心. So this is heartfelt. Yeah, this one, this 中, I usually encounter in 热衷于 in this particular phrase. 热衷于. 热衷. Okay, so zeal or something like this. So 热衷于 something. 热衷于学习. Okay. So it means you're enthusiastic about studying. All right. So 中心, 中 by itself. It's just inner feelings. Okay. So 中心. All right. 我衷心祝愿你们幸福. I wholeheartedly wish you blessings. You plural. We don't have a plural for you in English, right? Yous. You guys. All right. Okay. Yeah, so I just looked at the dictionary. Okay, so there's 中. Where were we? 终身. Yeah, 终身. Oh, this is 终生. 终生. 终生学习. And there's 终身. This one. Are they the same? Lifelong, all one's life. 终生. 终生. Are they the same? I don't know. 终生残疾. So is this 后悔? 后悔终生. Okay. So maybe this is the collocation I was after. Anyway. One other thing was, what was I going to point out? Oh yeah, we did one yesterday. 忠贞不渝, 忠贞不渝, 忠贞不渝. This one. So we did this one. 忠贞不渝. So loyal and chaste. 不渝. What is 不渝? This one. Unchanging. Yeah. All right. So that's the same. 忠. Okay, let's continue. 重型. Yeah, so presumably this is like heavy in the sense of heavy vehicles or something like this. Heavy duty, yeah. So there's all different types of 型. It's used as a suffix. So 型is like style or type or something like this, used as a suffix. So you've got 小型汽车 and this sort of thing. 小型设备, like small size, etc., etc. So 重型will just be heavy 型, right? So I don't think there's anything else to say. 这是一辆重型卡车，需要专业驾驶. Yeah, so a heavy-duty truck will need a specialized driver. 中性. We did this one yesterday, right? Didn't we do this one yesterday? Yes, we did this one yesterday. We did a whole bunch of these yesterday. All right, so we don't need to do them again. All right. So where were we? We didn't do 中立, did we? All right, well, so we'll go 中立. I remember talking about 中立when we talked about 中性. I'll just go up to here, up to 5300. That makes it easier. All right, thanks. Next is this. 举教. Or is it 举教? No, 举教. Not sure. It's to instruct. 多少举教? Yeah, why is it 教父? Oh, it's 教授. 教授, not the professor, but the to profess kind of thing. 教授. Yeah, 举教. It can be a verb. This one. Yeah, but it can also be first tone as a verb. Yeah, so 举教, 多多举教, that's common collocation. 你多多举教, 我会虚心学习. So to instruct, to give advice or comments, but more like, maybe more to teach. I don't think it's advice or comments. Or maybe I do think that now. It's sort of teaching, right? 你能指教我人生的目的呢? Okay, okay, so this can take not just one object, but two objects, right? 指教我 object, like two objects, right? So that's important to note. Anyway, 指教. 直径 is the diameter. Yeah, like in maths. 这个圆的直径大约30厘米. Yeah, 直径. You also got radius, which is 半径. 半径. Literally half half the diameter. Rather than define a separate concept, it's just the diameter on two. I wonder if, like, in certain geometries, maybe the radius might not be half the diameter. I've never thought about that. All right. 句境. So 句 can be used in quite a few words to mean like to say something or to express something. Yeah, here 句境 would be to express respect or something like this. Yeah, but if you say pay one's respects to in English, it kind of means they died. 我们向所有消防员致敬. Yeah. So these are firefighters. So if you want to show respect to firefighters, for example, maybe they tackled a very major fire and saved people's lives, and you want to show respect. So that's the kind of thing. Express your respect. 直觉, this is your intuition, your gut feeling, right? 直觉. 我的直觉告诉我这件事不简单. Yeah, this is actually not a bad phrase. 我的直觉告诉我. My intuition is telling me. Yeah, you can use this in English and in Chinese. The other one you want to do is 我的语感告诉我. My 语感, not this 语感, but 语感, sense of language. This is useful for language learners. Yeah, 语感告诉我. 这题选 C. All right. Yeah, my sense of language is telling me. I use this one. 我的语言告诉我. No. 我的语感告诉我. Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to say why this is wrong or why that sentence is better than that sentence. It's just 我的语感告诉我. My sense of language is telling me. Or you could use this one. 我的直觉告诉我. This one, 直觉. This is like something like consciousness or awareness or ability to yeah, this sort of thing. But it's not exactly the same as consciousness. It's like maybe it is the same as consciousness, and I just don't know what consciousness is. 因受伤而暂时失去知觉. Yeah, so lose consciousness after being wounded. Yeah, 知觉. Yeah, it's got perception as well in here as well. So maybe if you took both of those, put them in a blender and kind of mush them up, that would be the definition of 知觉. It's some sort of like ability to perceive and interact with the environment kind of thing. Yeah. Okay, 指控. This is used by the police or in law. This is accused. You're accused of something. I don't think it's used by regular people. 他否认所有的指控. Yeah, so he denied all accusations. But I think it's usually criminal. Like, 指控. I'm not 100% sure. 指控某人做某事. Accuse someone of doing something. Yeah. So charged. In English, we have this word charged. And this means the police are officially accusing you of doing something illegal. Now, it doesn't mean you did do it. It means that there is sufficient evidence to charge you with that crime. Yeah. So charged might be a good translation. Yeah. Oh, also the verb to criminally charge. Yeah. 这些指控会予受理。
The charges were thrown out of court.
I didn't mean to click that, but enjoy. Yeah. I don't know. I don't recall ever seeing this outside a police context. 指令 is like your command or instruction. So if you are like, I don't know, a colonel, a lieutenant, I don't know, in the military, you instruct your troops to do things like advance on the enemy or something. I don't know. 上级下达了明确的指令. Okay, so the 上级 are your superiors. Perhaps in a military context. I don't think it's completely restricted to military context, but yeah, it could be. So your superiors have 下达, this one, issued a 指令. So here it's functioning as a noun, 指令, your orders. Yeah, clear-cut orders. Attack! I'm not sure. It might. Is it ever used outside? Yeah, this is in a computer system, right? So you have some sort of computer instruction. Yeah. So it seems like it can be used outside of a military context. Actually, there's lots of examples. All right, so I need to adjust my mental model of this. So it can be used outside of military context. 指令 instructions. But you need a situation where whoever's doing the instructing, like is in charge, and whoever's receiving the instructions kind of has to just do them, right? They can't really object very easily. Okay. 拘留. 拘留 is to detain. So this is detain in the sense of being detained by unforeseen circumstances. There is a detained by the police version of this. I have to think about that in a second. Right. 因天气原因，旅客在机场滞留了一夜. Yeah, so if there's bad weather, you might be detained. Yeah, detained by unforeseen events. But what's detained by the police?拘留, this one. Okay, so 拘留 is detained by the police, and 拘留 is detained perhaps by bad weather or the inability to not be detained. Yeah. 句 is worth having a look at. Yeah. 句 sluggish, stagnant. I can't think of a word right off the top of my head, but there are words. Is it just 积水? Stagnant water. Yeah, 积水. Yeah, so stagnant water is non-flowing water. And if you have stagnant water, bacteria can breed in it. And yeah, if you go swimming in it or drink it, yeah, you'll get sick probably. So yeah, usually you don't want to drink stagnant water. But if you're like in a forest and really like dying of thirst or something, you're thirsty, and there's flowing water, it's quite likely relatively clean. But if it's stagnant water and not flowing, it's very likely unclean. But ideally, you don't drink random water you find. But yeah, if you're stuck in the bush and really thirsty, maybe. liu. Okay, so 居 is like branch, liu is flow. So branch flow is like a tributary. Yeah, what do they call? Oh, tributary. Okay. 这条河有许多小支流. Yeah, it's kind of the opposite of 主流, mainstream. Yeah. Okay. 致力于 No, I don't know this one. 致力于环境保护事业. So it's like committed to or dedicated to. It sounds a little bit, yeah. It sounds a little bit familiar. Blah 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 blah. I don't know. It sounds a little bit 耳熟. I don't know. Anyway, but there's only one meaning. It is a verb, and you put 他致力于 something. So he's committed to this. All right. 致力于做某事，研究打造 fabrication. Create. Oh, the good form of fabrication. Okay, 发展. All right. 致力于. All right. 骏马. I'll just like sesame. Just put it into Google image search. There you go. That's what 骏马 is. And you can have 骏马汤. 骏马糊. Yeah, you can buy it from the shop, and you put boiling water in it, mix it around, and get this, and you can, I don't know, drink it. Here, this is what you buy from the shop, and it turns into something like this. 芝麻酱. Oh, this is the stuff you have at hot pot. All right, 芝麻酱. Yeah, you dunk your things in there. All right. 致命. Yeah, this is not the same Jew we saw up here. This is like kind of like end your life or cost your life. Fatal, deadly, sacrifice one's life. All right. 毒蛇的咬. So snakes bite. 毒蛇的咬伤可能是致命的. Yeah, so snakes bite, as in snakes 咬, but bees 蛰 and mosquitoes 叮. All right. But snakes have poison, right? 毒蛇. So we should use 咬 and not 蛰. What's up with that? Yeah, that's not a common collocation, is it? So 咬人. Yeah, 咬 is the appropriate word. All right, so poisonous snakes 咬 and 蚊子 mosquitoes 叮. Okay, mosquitoes 叮, sting or bite. Oh, bees can ding as well. For me. Whoops, 蜜蜂. Yeah, all right. Let's move on. 蜜蜂叮了. Okay, so they can ding. Can they 咬? 咬人. 咬. 蛇咬. 蜜蜂攻击 attack. All right. So ding is better for bees by the looks of things. So bees ding, snakes 咬. 狗 would 咬人, right? 咬人. Yeah. Okay. And what was the other one? Oh, 蚊子. No, which one was 蛰? Let's put 蛰人, see what comes up. 蜜蜂在蛰人. Okay, so 蛰. Oh, 打错了. Sorry, there are 3 characters that look very similar. What if I put in Haijua? This one. But not only did I make a typo, I looked up in the example sentence database and it found examples of the typo. Okay. 捉人，蜜蜂会捉人，捉人的水母. So this is jellyfish. 捉, okay. 捉, that's some concept in sci-fi novel or something. Ah, his tongue has, okay, so this is figurative. 蜜蜂. That feng is spelled wrong. 蜜蜂. Okay, 蜜蜂捉人. All right. Anyway, I'm getting a little off topic, but you know. So snakes bite, dogs bite, bees sting, and bees can ding and they can jaw, and jellyfish and scorpions. What does scorpions do? Oops. Yeah.
Scorpion.
Sorry. So now I need to be a bit careful with the. Oh, maybe I'll just do. It's the Hydra character, but it's pronounced first tone here. So Jorin, they don't ding then, right? Maybe they also ding. All right. Anyway. Okay, so Jiming. Yeah, so one thing is, yeah, Jiming. So the snake bites can be deadly. What else can be deadly? Lethal injection. Oh yeah, that's usually deadly. 致命注射. 致命一击. But so can it be fatal in the sense of like a fatal?
Fatal.
You mean? So it is fatal. Maybe fatal is a better translation. A fatal blow. 致命交通事故 fatal traffic accident. 致命性病 fatal disease. 遗传 genetic disease. All right. Junan. Yeah. Okay. So Junan is kind of means guide or something like this. You often see it on textbooks. Actually, maybe I have a Junan at hand. Yeah. So I found this textbook here. Junan. Yeah, 应试指南. It's like a guide or guidebook or something like that in that context. But it comes from Junanjian, right? Literally means point south, right? But okay, so it comes from Junanjian, point south. This is the compass. I think this is a Junanjian, and the others are, or maybe Junanjian also refers to this, but often you say Luopan. This one? Luopan, second tone. Luopan. Oh, maybe Luopan is not what I'm thinking. I don't know. What's the difference between Luopan and Junanjian? I'm not sure. Okay, anyway, Junan, Luyou, Junan, Junanshan. Sorry, this is a guidebook. 写得很详细. The guidebook. Yeah, but it's also a verb. Right? Yeah. So 有谁 Junan, right? Something like that. 有导游. Something like this. Is that the right conjunction? Maybe I'll just go 导游 Junan. Not conjunction, preposition. Yeah, 导游. It's a little bit different, isn't it? What if I just put 有人 Junan? Then it. All right. right, so maybe it's not that frequently used as a verb. Junan, book, guide. Okay, so maybe... Yeah. Okay, maybe I should... maybe I should, like, interpret this as mostly a noun. Like, Junan. This is a Junan. Or at least it says it's a Junan. I haven't read it. Okay. Junan. Junan is kind of like immature, but immature in the sense of growth, not in the sense of mentally immature. Junan. Maybe it's like tender or something like this as well. Yeah, young and tender, soft, immature. 他写的文章还显得稚嫩，但有潜力。Yeah, it's like, it's kind of immature, but it's immature in the sense of it needs time to mature, not in the sense of childish and naughty and things like that. 稚嫩，稚 is 幼稚的稚。Yeah, 幼稚。This one. This is the juvenile, childish one. So if you want to criticize someone as being too childish, as in not like an adult that probably they should be, you might use this one. 幼稚. Yeah, 他太幼稚了. And 嫩.嫩is an adjective by itself, meaning tender, often describes fruit. And 嫩. 又瘦又嫩. 嫩汁, like tender. Oh, tender and juicy. Nen. Yeah. I think this is the only character that has that pronunciation, right? Nen. I don't think there's any other nens. I may be wrong. But, there's a character, no. No, I like this character because it's... I don't know, I use it to mean no. No. But it's a really rare character, and I'm not sure if everyone knows this character exists. But no. Anyway. Junang. Junang is functionality such as the functionality of a limb or something like this, right? Junang. Function role. 政府部门的职能各不相同. So this is functionality of a department. So does the 职 pertain to like employment? Military role. Ah. No, I got the context wrong. 国家的职能. 放弃传统职能部门. Traditionally operating department. Religious powers and maybe that's just a translation. It seems 部门 is a good collocation. 独立职能 does it like operate independently, function independently? All right, I want to look at the dictionary. Right, so the dictionary says 职能 it's defined as 功能人事物或机构本身应该具有的作用. So it says people, like objects and organizational functionality, right? And it's listed as a noun. All right, the 职能, so it's not just pertaining to professions, but it like 机构 organizations. Yeah. So, actually, that's the one I got it confused with. 技能. Not that 技能. 技能. This one. Yeah, this is the function of like your heart or something, right? Couldn't control his faculties, etc., etc. All right. So where were we? Okay. 支配. Okay, so this is going to be like allocate funds or something in this ballpark. Maybe deploy. Allocate something somewhere, right? no, it's not at all. Okay, no. I'm going to make a little note of that because I'm pretty sure I've gotten this one wrong before. G8. What? Okay. 这位将军支配着整个军队的行动，so controlled the army's movements. Right. So I looked it up in the dictionary. 支配. The first one is 调动, 安排. So this is like to dispatch or organize. 合理支配时间. So you should like organize your time reasonably. And the second definition, both are verbs, by the way. The second definition, 对人和事物起主导和控制作用. So you're the guy leading or controlling either people or objects. Yeah. 思想支配行动. What does that mean? 思想支配. Oh, so your thoughts control your actions. Yeah, all right, that's pretty profound, isn't it? All right. All right, let's continue. 支配. 支票. 支票 is a check, right? Do we still use these? 他用支票支付了房租. Yeah. I haven't seen a check in decades. Literal decades. Anyway, that's it there. 支票. I guess it's 支付的票 or something like this. Yeah. It's kind of obsolete, but at the same time, you see these things occasionally. Like if you go to a museum, you go to the museum, there's a few words in the vocabulary list that people argue are obsolete, like cassette tape and DVD or CDs and this sort of thing. That people would argue are obsolete, etc., etc. Oh, fax machine. However, you encounter them if you go to museums and so on. And I would note that Chinese history is ridiculously long. There are things that only existed thousands of years ago in the vocab list kind of thing. We don't really have them anymore. Like, I don't know. I'm sure I could find some. I can't think of any off the top of my head. So these things that only went obsolete 20 years ago, I don't know why we pick on them. Anyway. 质朴. What is this? 质 is quality. 朴 is 朴素. So I don't know, maybe it's like average quality or something. 这位老人的生活态度很质朴. Maybe it's like simple or uncomplicated. Simple, unsophisticated, rustic. What is it? Rustic. Maybe it's like down to earth. 质朴. Okay, so this one I don't really know, but I feel like adjectives are very low priority on the must study I don't know, ranking. 他的话有种质朴梦幻般的韵味 naive. Wow, I barely know these words in English. An austere counterpoint. How do you say this? Is it austere? Yeah, something in that ballpark, I guess. Stern and cold in appearance or manner? That's not a good translation. OK, 正是对自然和质朴的偏爱，把道家人士从儒家人士中区分开. Okay, so we can separate Taoists from Confucianists by their naturalness and simplicity. Yeah, okay. All right. 质朴. 志气 is morale, such as your troops' morale. 带有很大的志气. 决心要成功. Oh, ambition. Oh, no, I'm wrong, aren't I? A little bit wrong. Shit, is it this one? Oh, this one. No? Really? 志气. 志气. So what was this one? This is 志气. Okay. So 志气, ambition. All right. So this is one of those, when I say there's 30% of the words I'm kind of a bit iffy about, this is probably one of them. I've definitely seen it. 好无志气, unambitious. 有志气的姑娘, ambitious girl. Not a great translation. Well, not a direct translation. 男儿志气当如斯, 当如斯. So ambition, not morale. Okay. 值钱, to be worth money. It's 值钱, literally to be worth money. 这幅画非常值钱. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. Valuable, costly, expensive. Yeah. 智商 is your IQ. 智商很高, 但性格随和. Easier going. So why have we got a dan in this sentence? Does the having a high IQ imply you're not easygoing? I don't know. 智商谈兵. Yeah, this is okay, literally paper on top of discuss soldiers. So this tells the story of Zhao Kuo. Let's go to La Wai Chengyu Guide. So this is one of the most common Chengyu, or at least a Chengyu you get taught. It's commonly taught. So it kind of means you're very good at the theory, but not very good in practice at something. Yeah. So this is the story of Zhao Kuo. This one, Zhao Kuo. Yeah, there was a. So this is his father, right? Zhao She. Okay, so his father was a great general. So Zhao Kuo was overconfident, but never actually, never actually went into battle and so on. And yeah, so he died, right? I think he died or he got replaced. Anyway, so Zhao Kuo, for some reason, Zhao She needed replacing. I forget why. And so Zhao Kuo wanted to do it, but people were a bit doubtful and so on, but they ended up putting him in charge. And the enemy realized he was overconfident, so kind of set traps for him that exploited his overconfidence. Yeah. So to counter the attack. Oh no. Anyway, so Zhao Kuo is the one that was very good at theory, at directing troops, like kept telling all the generals what to do, but famously led an army to annihilation. Changping Zhijian. Okay, interesting. All right, you get the idea. So he's good at talking about soldiers when the soldiers are on paper. But yeah, in the real world, 纸上谈兵, yeah, you're not so great. 理论很好, 但不能只是纸上谈兵. Yeah, so this is a Chengyu. It's a very well-known Chengyu. Use it when theory is good, theory is solid, but if you actually did that, yeah, it will encounter a lot of practical problems. 直升机, helicopter. So straight up ascend device. 直升机正在空中盘旋. It's like hovering in the air. 于是 direct C. I'm not sure. 面对困难，我们必须敢于直视. No, I don't know what this is. You look straight at. the difficulty. It's like to face it head on or something. I don't know. That orthophoria. I don't even know this word. Is this a fancy way of saying you're got some sort of sight issues? 直视着我. Yeah, directly looking at me. 不能直视它. Don't directly look at it. Like the sun, I guess. Do not directly look at the sun. 直视它的脸. Are there any other meanings we should know? 直视你眼睛. 故意直视你的眼睛. 只是面试官. 面试官 is the interviewer. Ugh. All right. No, I don't think there's anything else we need to know. Just directly look at. Yeah. This is figurative. So I'm not sure how common that is. Anyway. 知识. 知识. This is one of the words in Chinese of like 20 that mean cause, right? And this one is cause in a negative sense. If I remember correctly, it's a bit formal as well. Yeah. 错误的操作致使系统崩溃. So led to the system collapse. All right. Yeah, 致使头部受伤. 致使渗漏不端. 渗漏不端 leakage. 致使3人死亡. Yeah. So I think this is the kind of one you get in the news, right? Because it's formal and you're talking about bad things happening. Yeah. Anyway. 知识分子. So 分子 is often quite a negative thing, but here it's kind of neutral-ish. This is like an intellectual or okay, so this is a knowledge maniac or something like this. So maybe it's more. I should say, should pronounce it first tone, shouldn't I? Fenza is molecule, isn't it? Okay, so maybe it's more neutral than I thought. Anyway, 知识分子在社会发展中起重要作用. Play an important role. Intellectuals. So what would you? Intellectuals. Intelligentsia. 举手画脚. Yeah, this is a chongyu. You're pointing to your hands and drawing your feet. I forget this one. I did study it at some point. 他总爱举手画脚，让人不耐烦. So what does it mean? Gesticulate while talking. So what does the 画 here? Let's go back to 老外成语 guide. 老外成语 guide. Oh, it's not in there. All right. What should I do? I'll have to look it up in the dictionary. All right. So I looked it up in the dictionary. We have 举手画脚，形容说话时边用手let me try again. 形容说话时边用手示意. So you're just gesticulating a lot when speaking. 也形容轻率的指点批评. Oh, okay. So the first meaning is gesticulating a lot when speaking. I don't know. How do people gesticulate? Mamma mia. Yeah, so the second one was an extended meaning wherein you're talking too rashly and too critically. Yeah, okay. So where were we? So let's put it in here. There you go. All right. Anyway, let's continue. 举数. Yeah, so this is a number. What does the number do? It indicates. So it's some sort of numerical indicator of something. Like an index, in the sense of like an indice, or like it's just a numerical value that indicates a level of something, such as oh, here we go. 股票指数. So this is like stock index. 今天上涨了2点. So it increased 2 points. Stock market index. Yeah. Exponent. Exponent. Is that not 米数? Or just me? Sorry, there is this one. Is it not this one? Me, fourth tone. I'm not sure. I don't think that's important right now. You sure? GT. So G is a limb. GT is limb. I don't know. T is like entity or body. The body of an physical object. So I don't know what to say. G is limb. GT is limb. Oh, maybe it can also mean body. 运动员的肢体运动非常协调. Okay, so when an athlete 动作非常协调. So when an athlete moves, or the motion of their limbs are extremely harmonized. Yeah. Anyway, that one's not too bad. Let's continue. 指望. Yeah, so this is hopes, like hopes, or I don't know. 辜负你的指望. Oh, maybe it's 希望. 指望, it's hopes, but yeah, is it hopes on someone else? 我们不能总指望别人帮忙. Yeah, so we shouldn't always hope for other people's help. Yeah, so 辜负. 你辜负指望. Oh no, it's 辜负希望. Is it? 辜负家长的希望. 希望. 心愿期望. Okay, 辜负期望. Okay, so what are the collocations for 指望? Maybe it was count on your loyalty. 指望. So this is for someone else, is it? Is always like for someone else, e.g. not towards oneself. Yeah. We can't always rely on others to help. Yeah, or yeah, this one's wrong. 我希望自己能成功. Yeah, I hope I can succeed. 我对自己有信心. Yeah. All right. Wait. Okay. 质问 is inquire about or ask about or something. 愤怒的质问同事原因. What? What? Oh, so they're inquiring about the reason, and there's some unstipulated something that happened. Okay. I don't know if it's all that angry. 质问. 愤怒的质问. Okay, so it is not your average question. 质问到. Oh, a lot of the time it is quite angry. All right. Anyway, 质问. Next is 指纹, fingerprint. Literally fingerprint. Well, finger 纹 is like pattern, finger pattern. 纹, 指纹, fingerprint. Yeah, that's the definition of fingerprint. 警方采集了现场的指纹. 窒息, this is to asphyxiate. 窒息, okay. Suffocate. 烟雾太大，几乎让人窒息. Yeah, I think 窒息 is kind of like asphyxiate, right? One.
As-
In maybe in
asphyxia.
medical context, it's that. What's the difference between asphyxiate and suffocate? Asphyxiate, I honestly don't know. It's never come up. Anyway, G. So G is stop. So xi, what is xi? It's not 呼吸的吸. 呼吸的吸 is this one. I don't know. What is xi? Oh. Okay. So it's 休息的息. So maybe it means breathe here. No, here it's this. All right. Anyway, GC. Yes. All right. All right. Basically, well, yeah, you can't breathe. 直线, straight line. Yeah, I don't know. 我们沿着直线走到了山顶. Okay, 直线, straight line, but yeah, this almost doesn't feel like a word to me. It's like straight line. Anyway, 具象, this is your ambition, right? 他从小就立下了远大的志向, so you established some sort of ambition. Oh, it's an ambition in the sense of a goal or aspiration. Yeah. 志向, point towards something. Yeah, is this two words or one word? This is a verb and a preposition. Is there another one? Oh, maybe this is like the direction that is being indicated or something like this. 这些迹象都指向同一个结论. Okay, so literally this, if you take them as two separate words, but like it's kind of like points at. Yeah. Indicates certain conclusion. 指向. Okay. 直辖市, so directly governed city, right? 直辖市. 直辖市. Okay, I didn't get the tone right on 辖. 直辖市. Okay, so in China there's four of them, right? Beijing, Tianjin, Shanghai, Chongqing. All right. All right. So these cities are not within provinces, right? So there's no like Beijing province. They're just cities. All right. 北京是中国的大市. All right. 决议. All right, this one I don't know. 决议. I don't know. 决议要完成这次任务. This is like determined to or something like that, is it? Yeah. Okay, but what's up with these characters? Yeah, sorry, I'm just checking them in the dictionary. This one, 质问 in the dictionary is interesting because it's got the definition 提出责问判断是非. So that is really kind of accusatory. So,责问,责问, it's this, demand this sort of thing. And 判断是非 is like determining who is right, who is wrong kind of thing. So that's quite, quite accusatory, right? And one other interesting thing was 肢体语言, this one, body language, 肢体语言, that's in the dictionary as well. Yeah, so that seemed important to know as well. Yeah, I looked it up in the dictionary. 决议, 坚持自己的意见. So persevere with one's own opinions. It functions as an adjective according to the dictionary. 决议. And the example I have is 决议. No. 决议不肯. 决议不肯 So it's you're sticking to not doing this. So you don't want to do something and people are trying to push you into it. 不从, 举一不从 here is not comply. So you're insisting on not complying. 举一不肯, 举一不从, 不从, 举一. There's the word 执着, right? 执着. Is it this one? 执着, yeah. That's probably in the same ballpark. Oh, okay, so that's one way of writing it. Yeah, 执着. The other way of writing it is also valid. 执着. One. This is the one. This one's in the dictionary. Oh, that's not in the CCC dictionary. I might add that. 执着. I'll read the definition for this one. 原为佛教用语，指对某一事物坚持不放，不能超脱。后来指固执有拘泥，也指坚持不懈，也做执着。Okay, so they talked about 固执. 固执. This one is like stubbornness, etc., etc. And the other one was 拘泥, rigidly adhere to. All right, so it's a little bit negative in it. All right, 执着, and we got 执意. So maybe these seem like interconnected in some way. All right, let us continue on with our mission. 指引. So 指引 is to, it's yet another cause, isn't it? No, hold on. No, is it like cite or no? 引用 is cite quote. 引. Oh, it's to draw from. Is that right? To draw from? Oh, there's none of those. All right. 指引. 地图为我们指引了方向. So like kind of pointed out and directed us to the direction. Presumably the direction we want to travel. 指引. All right. The dictionary says 指点引导 is the definition. 指点. So like point, I guess, point to a point. And 指导, guide. All right. There's something in that ballpark. All right. Next is 治愈. So this is not just treated, but like treated and healed. Is that right? 治愈. Cured, restored to health. Yeah. As a verb. 这位医生治愈了很多病人. So treated many patients. Yeah, or healed, really. Not necessarily. It kind of implies it was successful, right? So 治愈 implies not just treatment, but success. Yeah. So this one, cured many patients. So how would you say the doctor tried to treat the patient? Maybe just 治. Yeah. How would you express unsuccessfully treated them? That's the worst English I've ever seen. 治疗不成功. 治疗失败. Yeah. 医生尝试治疗病人, 但治疗不成功. Okay, so the 尝试 here, so it's like try. That's really interesting because I have a lot of trouble with this word try in Chinese because the usage is quite different in English. 尝试治疗病人. So if you say try, it kind of implies you didn't succeed then. Because if you did succeed, you would just not use that word. Oh, wow. Is that right? I need to think about this. Yeah, this is where I'm at. So 尝试, to try. So if you're in a situation where the speaker knows the result and they use the word to try, it kind of implies it failed because if it was successful, they wouldn't use the word to try, right? Oh, that's really curious. like grammatically speaking, semantically speaking, it kind of is neutral. It's like it doesn't say anything. It just literally it means to try. But if if the speaker already knows the outcome and yeah, and therefore would say the doctor treated the patient successfully, and would say that normally, yeah, the 尝试 implies, oh, you should doubt this. Wow, all right. I'm not 100% sure this is correct, but yeah. Right, sorry, where were we? Yeah, I just spent the last, I don't know, 20 minutes or so, just trying to delve into like 常识. Anyway, we did 句, right? So this is short help. Figurative usage. All right. Anyway, let's continue. 剧院, to volunteer. Commonly seen in, oh, my food has arrived. Right, sorry, I got interrupted again. That was lunch. All right, where were we? 剧院 to volunteer. Yeah, 剧院服务, so volunteer service. Okay, 他报名参加剧院服务. Yeah, often it's 志愿者. This is a volunteer, like a person, right? Yeah, 志愿做什么? 志愿, it can be used as a verb. Okay, it can be used as a verb, but I'm not seeing any examples. But you get the idea. Let's move on. This is 支援. This is like support or prop up. Yeah, I'm not precisely sure the context. Okay, so 灾区急需医疗支援. So this is support, like in a major emergency. Seems. Medical assistance, financial support. What's this one? Support services. Yeah, so it seems more like government supplied or that sort of thing. Long scale support Wuhan. Support Wuhan. 紧急支援 urgent support. So it's like emergency supplies and like labor effort and so on. Yeah, not really your average support, not just emotional support. Next is 拒约. 拒约 is like curb in the sense of to curb crime or drugs or that sort of thing. Restrict to condition. Oh, this is restrictions, isn't it? 成本过高，制约了项目的发展. Oh, this is more like inhibit here, isn't it? 制约法律的制约. Okay, so this is regulate. 资源证据约. Not sure about that one. 法律的制约 legal restrictions. 设施的制约受到制约 infrastructure constraints, restrictions. Yeah, all right, so restrictions might be a better definition. 制约因素 is like a limiting factor, is it? Yeah. Right. All right. 举在 it's used as a verb, a transitive verb to indicate the goal of something. It is aimed at something. All right, 1 second. 举在 Yeah, 广告举在这样的形象 Okay, 提高公司的形象 Okay, so this is what it's aimed at doing. That's the purpose of this advert, right? 只在本书只在 So the purpose of the book or the goals is to do this. What is it? 全面介绍这所大学. So introduce to the world, no, introduce everything about this university. Complete guide. We saw 宗旨 before already, didn't we? 宗旨. That's the other one with this character. 宗旨. Yeah, this is a noun version. 只在. Yeah, this is kind of a preposition, right? So you can't just, you need to complete the sentence. Yeah. 宗旨 is the noun version. 有什么宗旨? Yeah. All right. 执教. Is that your driver's license? 执教. Oh, not necessarily driver's license, but permit in general. 终于拿到驾驶执照. Okay, driver's license. 驾驶执照. I think often 执照 just implies driver's license. Just by itself, I think. Like, yes, it means license, but oh no, you've got 驾照. This one, 驾照. 驾照 is driver's license. 执照 is permit. Okay, 驾驶执照 or 驾照. Yeah. Okay, there it is. Okay, now that makes sense. All right. 直至 what? 直至 straight to, something like this. 一直工作直至深夜. Okay, so worked all the way to the middle of the night. 直至. All right. It kind of feels like 一直 something like this or something like that. I barely feel like this is a word. It's more just like two words stuck together. 拒绝. Yeah, maybe that's similar to this, but this is like stop through restriction, something like this. 老师及时制止了争吵. Put a stop to. Yeah, so the 止, this one implies it stopped. So, and the 止 is like control or restrictions. All right. 居住. 居 is a column or a pillar. 居住 would be a support column or pillar. 农业是国家经济的支柱. Okay, so this is figurative usage. It's the agriculture is the support pillar of the economy, the country's economy. Backbone might be a good one. Yeah. 执着. This was stubborn or something like that, right? 他对艺术的追求非常执着. Okay, so this is not a negative thing. Dedicated. Okay, so it's not exactly what I was thinking. Got the pronunciation right, at least. 知足常乐. 知足, so to know like satisfaction or contentment. 知足. Yeah, often it's like sort of like be happy with what you've got kind of thing. Yeah, a lot of people, no matter what they have, always want more. And it's like, well, why don't you write a list of all the things that you want in life and then buy them? And then it's like, yeah, I don't need anything else. But it never works like that. People like always push you to like, I've got everything I need. And then like adverts and I don't know, capitalism pushes you to want more and more and more. And it's like, no, I've already got what I need. I don't need anything else. 知足. 生活中懂得知足，心态会更平和. Yeah, this has been my attitude. Yeah, like as I've gotten older, it's like, yeah, I've got enough. I don't need anything else. It's not going to make me happier. It's not going to improve my life. It's probably going to, like, if I buy all this stuff, it's going to be like, yeah, you know, it's going to be a burden more than anything else. I go buy a boat, and it's like, yeah, I got a boat. And then for the rest of my life, it's like, where am I going to put this boat? Yeah, so this is the same 知足常乐. Yeah, long happiness, contentment or something. Yeah, 知足常乐. 性格随和. What's this one? 随和. Yeah. 总是知足常乐. Yeah. When you're studying for an exam, you don't want to always compare with others. It's nice to compare with others to see what is theoretically possible. It's like, oh, they achieved that. Maybe I can achieve that. But it's not good when you go, they achieved that, therefore I suck. If you know what I mean. Zhong, there's Zhong or Zhong. Yeah. So Zhong kind of means clock. Okay, 闭上的钟已经绝向10点, pointing to 10 o'clock. Oh, there is no zhong, there's no fourth tone. I'm getting it mixed up then. There's an... yeah, Zhong is a surname. I've seen this. Zhong, where do I know a Zhong? Zhong Zhaojun? Okay, that's Zhong Zhaojun. Right? I don't want to go into this. Looks a bit political, but it is a surname. 10点钟, 10点钟, 3点钟, yeah. 仲裁. So 仲裁 is like arbitration. No, hold on. To arbitration. What does an arbitrator do? They arbit. I don't know. Okay, so it is arbitration. 双方同意通过仲裁解决争议. Yeah, what does 仲 mean? Middle intermediate. All right. 仲裁 is arbitration. So 裁 is 裁判, right? To judge, or I don't know. 裁判. To judge, to adjudicate. So 仲裁 is like an in-between arbitrator. So this is the concept of arbitration. 忠诚, we saw this before. 忠 meaning loyal, etc. 诚 is honest. Maybe this is better. Sincere. So 忠诚, yeah. Take those words and mush them together and you get the Chinese word. 对公司非常忠诚. So he's loyal to this company. People used to be like that in the 80s and 90s. Back in the day, because the company would look after you, they'd train you for life and respect your experience, expertise, and so on. Things have changed. 重创, yeah, 创 is a 多音字, so this one is pronounced first tone here. 重创. 重 is just heavy as always. 创 is wound. So 创口. No, 创. This one. 创口, wound. So 重创 would be a heavy wound. 这次故事, no, 这次事故给公司造成了重伤. Yeah, okay, so whatever this 事故 is, this accident, it harmed the company. So this is a figurative wound. All right. 终端, yeah, so 端 means end, right? Or extremity. So you have 东端, 西端. So you've got east end, west end. And you have like all sorts of other duans. But you also get, yeah, 中端 will be the, might be a few meanings here. But it will be the like end with respect to time, but it'd also be in like high-end products as well, right? In terminal. Oh yeah. Often you say 终点. Wait, which is high-end products? Oh no, 高端 is high-end products. 高端 often high-end products. 高端, yeah. Maybe some other meanings. 终端, okay, terminal. Yeah. So terminal or like the end. Is there 初端? I don't think there is 初端, but let's see. I don't know. I'm going to make it up. 初端. Let's maybe this isn't a word. Oh, 初端. Huh. maybe there is a 初端. Yeah, usually it's 终点 though. 终点. 终点. Oh, this is end point. But also terminus. Oh, okay, so 终端functions as an adjective, like the terminal, rather than, no. Yeah, maybe this is terminal as an object. It seems to function as an adjective. But it also seems to be functioning as a noun here as well, right? Play terminal. Yeah, all right. Doesn't matter. You get the idea. So end terminal. All right. So not with respect to time, with respect to process, a process, or yeah. Anyway, 忠告. The 告 would be 告, maybe 劝告 or 告别. No, 劝告, warning. So 忠告 will be like a heartfelt warning. You're warning someone because, I don't know, you're a good person and want to warn them about the dangers of not wearing a seatbelt when driving or something. 忠告, yeah. Kind of like, yeah, 老师的忠告对我很有帮助. Yeah. So it's not just instructions or help. It's like, yeah, I have to tell you something and you might not like to hear this, I think. 终极 or G is goal or extremity, kind of like 端. What is 终极? I don't know. 他追求的是终极目标. Ultimate goal. All right, this one I don't know. 终极目标. 终极实在. Seems like 终极目标 is what I should learn. All right. Anyway, 终极. It's kind of self-explanatory though. Final, but 极 doesn't usually imply goal. Oh no, this is goal. So 终极 ultimate. Yeah. All right. It's not too hard to infer. 终结 is terminate, right? Like Terminator, as in the movie, is 终结者. Terminator. Terminated. All right. So 终结 is terminate. Yeah. 这部电影以悲剧终结. So this is like concluded with a tragedy. Tragedy. All right. 终究. 终究 is one of these. What are they called? It's like an adverb where you insert it in, and it's kind of like, I don't know, increases the precision or something like this. Yeah. In the end. 终究真相会被揭示. So in the end, the truth will be revealed. Yeah, it doesn't really mean in the end, like a sequence of events. It's like ultimately, at the end of the day. In English, you might say at the end of the day. This sort of thing. After all is said and done, yeah, it's not so much emphasizing a sequence of events, but emphasizing what's important and getting rid of the rest. This is quite tricky. It doesn't always map so well to English. This is eventually at the end. So this is of a sequence of events. 你终究会变得不在意吵闹声的. All right. 你终究会不用在乎批评了，但终究不打算恩将仇报. What is this? 恩将仇报 is a 成语. Right the hands that feeds you. 恩将仇报. Oh, okay, so you're receiving kindness but repaying it with 仇, hatred. And you won't do this. All right, you get the idea, or maybe you don't. 中立，中立 neutral position, right? Neutral position. 在这件事上，他保持中立态度。Yeah, this is a very common collocation. 中立 neutrality. 中立态度. Yeah. I don't think there's much else to say there. All right, how are we going? Well, the video wasn't that long, but I did stop for a bit of an adventure. I've had my lunch, so it's best to have a bit of a rest after lunch. Thanks everyone for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and I guess we'll continue the grind in the next video. TFN.